What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today we are going to look into all of the different houses that you can get in Pokemon Mystery Dungeons Rescue Team DX. Yes, there's a bunch of different houses. There's actually not that many houses, but they're based on the different types of Pokemon in the game. We're gonna run through them really quick. We got a fire type one. We have got the water type here that you can see. That's the only one that I've actually seen the whole time, so I barely even knew about this. We also have the grass type, so all of your grass type starters will get this house right here. And then there's a couple of other houses, and interestingly, there's some houses that don't exist too. This is the really basic normal type house. Very interesting there. And you can see Cubone laying out there in front. Cubone gets a very special house. Cubone and Machop get their own special rock house here. I don't know why the rock house is for Machop. I guess he can break his way out a window anytime he feels like it, right? Brick break. Anyway, the only interesting thing that you can note here is that Pikachu does not get a house, and Pikachu is electric type, and there is no electric type house. What happened to Pikachu? I thought he was like the favorite. He doesn't even get a special house. So anyway, that was kind of interesting. Pikachu got lumped in with the normal type Pokemon, so you'll get the normal type house if you get Pikachu. Anyway, let's go into some of the details here. I'm skipping the fire type house here. We just looked at the fire type house. It's got fires everywhere. You can see all the little fire containers and campfires and things like that. So wow is correct. Actually, they do say wow on every single house. It's worth noting. But yeah, so let's move on to the water house. I like the water house the best. This is the only house that I've had so far because you guys know I always pick Squirtle. I always pick Squirtle as my starter. Anytime that there is an offer for Squirtle as your starter, I pick him. So we got the little waterfall in there. We got the little moon-shaped thing. That was pretty cool. We got a whole bunch of little water features on the outside. You can see the lotuses, right? Aren't those lotuses? Or are they lilies? I forget what those are, but they're really beautiful flowers that are on top of the water. All right, and you can also notice they got the little docks and things like that. It's a really cool little house. It's a pretty cool house. I gotta say, I like it. All right, now moving on, we will go over to the grass house. We got the grass starter house. I think that this one looks the most like what it should look like. It's basically like full of grass and full of vines, and it's got a whole bunch of little things there. Now, it doesn't have as much detail as the water starter house. I think that the water starter house has probably the most detail, but I mean, look at this thing. It looks exactly like what you would expect from a grass starter house. It's got a big old grass like thing growing out of the top of it. Like, it looks basically alive. It's got a really big lush yard. It's got some hedges and things like that. So I think you can say that they did pretty much a perfect job on this one. Although some of the houses are a little basic inside, and I think that this is probably the most basic of all of them, the normal type house. And yes, this is the house that you get with Pikachu. So Pikachu did not get a special one-off electric type house, and it's very worth noting. Oh well, I mean, Pikachu's cool. He didn't need to have his own special house, but look at the outside of this house. It is so basic. Dude, there's nothing. Like, Pikachu basically gets nothing aside from the bell on the front door. I'm like, oof, big oof for Pikachu. Sorry, Pikachu, and all normal type starters. You guys just didn't quite make the cut. And then interestingly, only 2 Pokemon get the rock type house. So this is the rarest house of all the houses. If you're looking to get the rarest house, not like it matters, but yes, you can get this one. Cubone and Machop share the rock type house. And like I said, Machop is fighting type, so why has he got rocks inside there? But look how much more detail is on the inside of that house. So much more furniture, so much more random stuff inside of there. It's a little bit basic on the outside, but hey, they threw some boulders around instead of the hedges. It makes sense technically. And of course, the house is made of rock. So yes, this one looks spot on like the way you would think that it would look. Anyway, you guys, that is going to be the end for this episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and I wanted to let you know that you can get all these different houses depending on the Pokemon that you choose. Let me know which was your favorite house down in the bottom, and which Pokemon did you choose as your starter. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to my amazing subscribers, and peace!